I'm convinced if all were a wig, this would be her. This is the perfect color number 4, chestnut brown curly wig for the fall. She's nice, she's full, she's curly, she's absolutely fire, and she definitely has her own little sex appeal. Today I've teamed up with Arabella hair to bring you this gorgeous girl. I'll be going into full detail of how I installed and styled her. For beginners, everything on this channel is usually beginner friendly, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial. So this is our gorgeous girl straight out of the box. Get a load of that texture and that color. She's beautiful straight out of the box. She's a free part lace wig, so I decided to show you guys the inside construction of the cap. There are no bands, no combs, but they did provide all of that in a little goodie bag I showed you for customization. And this is what she looks like on. She is the perfect complement to my brown skin, and this is what she also looks like from the back. Now this one is 180% density, so don't get too nervous. She definitely looks nice and full, but because she's only 180% density, she's definitely not too full or heavy. This is what she looks like set as a side part. She also looks gorgeous as a center part. So here I'm just trying to go back and forth and see what looks best, what would work the best. I felt like the center part definitely was safe, but the side part definitely gave a little bit of a sex appeal that I kind of was into. So typically I would go for a deeper side part, but lately I haven't been liking that look as much. So I took the side part, but I kept it a little bit higher up, pulled everything back, and now we are just cutting off all of the excess lace. Now that we have that done, I'm going to go ahead and do a glueless install. I know a lot of people hate and they get very upset when we as creators use the word glueless loosely on YouTube when no glue is applied, but there is something that is bonding the wig down. They still feel like that's not considered glueless, and I would agree a little bit on both sides. It's not glued down. It's not going to damage your hair, your hairline, or the wig. It's not going to have that buildup or residue like glue. You can take it off each and every single day, unlike glue, but it definitely is being like bonded down, if you will. So this is literally an extra hold hairspray, something that you would typically use when styling your hair in like curls or waves with hot tools, but we use it and we melt it down and it becomes like an adhesive that adheres or melts the wig temporarily. While I'm giving you the education of a glueless install, I went ahead and added a little bit of baby hair. Not too much of a fuss. I just did the 2 swoops, one on either side of my eyebrows, like the arches. I'm going to pull it back and I'm going to go ahead and melt the lace. Usually I melt the lace with a melt belt, but before I do that, I'm going to add a little bit of my wax stick, or maybe a lot. I like to be generous with this, especially when I'm using a curlier type of wig that is nice and full. If your wig is straight or it's thin, be a little bit more light-handed with this because you don't want it to give like oily. But I pair it with the electric hot comb, and I do use this hot comb on a 500-degree setting, and I just take my time and just really press it out just like your mama would press your hair in the kitchen, really getting those edges in that hairline to make sure that it looks super flat. And then I melt it with the melt belt on top. This is going to do its magic all by itself while I go in and style the ends. As far as the ends go, we already know this is a color number 4 chestnut brown deep wave lace wig. I am using water and mousse at this point to go in and style. The mousse for me is so good at wetting the curls down so they could kind of like break apart and then reform, so they don't have that perfect or too perfect like factory, style to it. You want it to look a lot more natural, and I love the Nairobi mousse because it definitely will define the curls and give them their own natural style, which you'll see towards the end of the video. To not use too much of my product, I did go in and add a little bit of water, and off camera I kind of was going back and forth, like add a little product, add a little water until I got it how I liked it. And I'm going to do the same exact thing on the opposite side. As I mentioned, this is a free part 13x4 lace wig, but they do have options for you. If you click the link in my description box, you'll see that this one definitely comes in a 4x4, a 5x5, a 13x6, or like I said before, the 13x4, which is what I'm wearing today. You can also get this one in different lengths. The 16 through 28 typically is the range for this wig, so I have a 26, but a 28 will be super long and beautiful. And then the 16 also will definitely be nice and classy and a great length for a very voluminous, look, especially for the younger girls and even the older girls. I feel like those are the age ranges for the 16-inch curly. Now that the hair is had time to melt down, I went ahead and took that melt belt off, and we're gonna go ahead and tint the lace. You guys already know the drill. If you are a supporter of this channel, Ruby Kisses this typically is one of my favorite brands. I like to use the cream foundation or the Too Faced concealer along the parting. And then I am using the Ruby Kisses powder foundation along the hairline in the shade 16. Now I'm going to go ahead and just dry the hair down a little bit. I haven't gotten a new diffuser yet. I've been meaning to, but I've been so busy that I just don't think about it. But I didn't want it to be completely dry, just kind of bring back a little bit of the volume. And this is what I got. She's absolutely gorgeous. This is another look at that little packy I gave you guys or showed you guys towards the beginning of the video. Although this one doesn't have any combs or any adjustable strap inside when you get your wig, they do give that to you in your bag. This was the dust bag as well as some free goodies they provided, HD wig cap, as well as a melt belt. You also got some really nice lashes and a baby hair brush. And then you also got this pearl detailed clip. These are a great accessory for, your collection. You never know when you need it. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I just want to mention to you guys that this one is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely a must have for fall. She's gorgeous. Look how the curls dry. They definitely give mixed chick natural curl vibes. And again, this one looks good against brown skin. Tell me if I'm lying. Absolutely beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and are also gearing up and preparing and bracing yourself and resting before the holidays. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!